that. All I know is like my relationship with my dad was great.
Okay.
Like too good. Like unbelievably good.
Okay.
By Asian standards.
Okay. Oh, did he tell you that he loved you and he was proud of you?
Here's the thing. I've been thinking about this a lot.
So that's a no.
No, here's the thing. I've been thinking about this a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So my dad would call me every day
Oh,
and tell me he loved me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's insane to me.
Okay. See, here's the thing. Like, did your dad do that with you?
No.
Call you every day, tell you?
No.
Okay. So when I tell other Asian people this, they're like, that's that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because this idea of an Asian dad is one of like, he's stoic, not very affectionate, don't show emotion. And I've come to a theory that other Asians, and yourself included, are unlovable. That's why they don't do it.
There it is. There's the normal David.
Think about it. Like, you don't think your parents are capable of affection and love?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
you just need to talk to them on their wavelength.
No.
To me, it's always been like love languages.
Uh-huh.
It's like your parents have a different love language, maybe than you. Like sometimes it's cutting up fruit. Other times it's just like taking care of shit.
No, here's the thing. All right, with Asian parents, they are very clear about their expectations of you.
Sure.
And you disappoint them every single possible way you can.
Yeah.
And then you're like sitting there exasperated. It's like, why don't you love me? It's like, I told you very clearly what to do.
Not to go to the Caribbean for med school. Yeah. You were supposed to get in the States.
Doctor, lawyer, engineer, marry somebody of our own kind, and you get love.
I had 4 rules.
Yeah.
I had 4 rules.
Yeah.
No, 2 rules.
Yeah. It's like doctor, lawyer, engineer, marry somebody of your own ilk.
That's 2
and
rules.
Then allow me to use your success to rub it in the faces of other immigrants.
Okay, 3.
Bear me grandchildren.
4.
That's all.
Okay.
Asian parents ever ask of their kids. And you guys defy them every single step of the way. And then you go, I don't know what to do to make them love me. They never say that they're proud of me. They never say that they're loving me. Because it's you.
I refuse to take any shoulder any responsibility.
You guys refuse to shoulder any responsibility for bullshit. Like, they were very clear about what they needed from you.
Yeah.
Right? If you're in a relationship and your girl says, please don't cheat on me.
Sure.
And you cheat on her, you're like, what's the problem? It's like,
what is the problem? I don't understand.
Yeah. It's like, you told me not to cheat and I know I cheated, but why are you mad?
Why are you disappointed?
Yeah, why won't you?
You know how I am. This is your fault for setting unrealistic expectations.
Well, see, like Asian kids, you guys gaslight your parents, making it their fault.
Okay.
That they're not showing you love and affection, where you guys give them no reason to love and show you affection.
I will give you some of it. I don't give you 100%.
No, it's one.
I will give you 100.
Love is very much a two-way street. All right, you have to give them something, and you refuse.
Some people just want.
Right? Yeah.
Some people just want. They don't want. Yeah, they don't want anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but Asian kids walk around going, my parents never gave me love. And like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that love?
Nothing.
Like, yeah,
you just feel better about yourself.
Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just hold it on the inside, makes you feel complete. Why would anybody want that?
Exactly. Let's see, you see how well I'm taking my dad's death, because like we had that exchange of love and respect and mutual understanding. Whereas you hoes run around acting like American bitches. Okay. Like, I need that fulfillment. Like, even if they gave it to you, it wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's like a dog chasing its own tail.
My parents tell me that they love me, so I kind of am like, it's nice,
right?
It's great, and I reciprocate. But yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, it is very nice, but it doesn't change my day to day. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So
like I said, I'll give you some of it.
No, like if
your
parents if your parents don't say that they love you and they're proud of you, it's partly you.
Sure.
You need to give them something.
I feel like you need to take some what is it? Not respect. You just need to take, fill the hole up yourself. Yeah. Be proud of yourself. Yeah. Love yourself.
Or like, here's the thing. Like, when was the last time you told your parents you loved and were proud of them?
This morning.
Like, you were proud of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my parents, this is one of the other things I wanted to talk to you about, was like, I feel like immigrant parents in particular, they don't necessarily take care of their health at all. It's like to them, it's like they just keep working and working and working until something breaks.
Right.
Like they don't understand preventative medicine. And that's the issue that I'm having with my folks. So it's like, to me, I'm like, are you doing this? My parents eat my mom called me a couple weeks ago and she was like, I have gout. And I was like, how the fuck did you get gout in 2020? What are you, a goddamn king? What the fuck is this? I was so angry. I was so mad. And then I was just like, so now I'm just like, hey, are you guys, and we whittled it down and it figured out that my parents eat a lot of meat and they don't eat a lot of veggies.
Yeah.
And so now I'm just like, are you guys eating veggies? That's great. I'm so happy you are. Tell me what you're eating. I'm proud that you're eating.
Okay.
And so like, that's what it's become.
Right.
But
like they need that too.
They need it too. I mean, they're people.
Yeah, they're people.
I'll
exactly.
give you, like I said, I will give you some of it. I'm not gonna give you all of it.
No, but like it's I don't like this one-way street that Asians put on immigrant parents, that it's the parents need to come down to where the kids are.
Yeah.
The kids need to come up to where the parents are.
Yeah.
And in terms of like you know how like we're always disappointing them. For this only applies to immigrant parents, right?
Yeah.
Think of what they did for your life.
Yeah.
Like the you know, we it's very well known, the hardships, the difficulties, the sacrifices they make. Okay. So that is the bar for impressiveness for them. What are you ever going to do that is going to be of that level?
Immigrate somewhere else.
Immigrate. But like there's nowhere that you can immigrate where your situation is going to be at. Like they immigrated from like a poor situation to America and thrived in America. You going to like a shitty place in the world.
I'm going to Mars.
Right. Yeah, it has to be something of that. Like that's probably why you try to go to the moon.
It's like that's the only way I could beat my mom. They'd be like, I'd be like, well, we immigrated here. We had to learn the language. I'd be like, I had to build everything. I had to build an irrigation system. I had to build my food source. That's the only way I can one up.
I showed up on the moon with less than $20 in my pocket.
You know what? I flew up there with 4 Gs both ways. Both ways. I had no idea where I was going.
Yeah, I had to moon jump 5 miles to and from work every day.
Do you know what it's like to live in space? You have to work out twice as hard to keep the same muscle mass.
Right. But you do understand what I'm trying to say, right?
I do.
So
I get the
what they accomplished and what you accomplished as an Asian American is...
It pales in comparison.
It pales in comparison. So like they're not ever going to be impressed by what you do because they did something far more amazing. And it's only like...
Unless you make a lot of money.
Yes.
But then unless you give them ammunition to rub it in other people's faces.
Yes. And see, that's one of the 4 pillars. I wish we had a chalkboard that I could write right here.
The 4 pillars of Asianness.
Yeah. Like in terms of like love and affection, like if you want love and affection, or like just the 4 pillars of what immigrant parents want from you.
Right.
Like their standards for them to like say they love you and they're proud of you and all the things that you claim you want, but you wouldn't even know what the fuck to do with it because no one ever taught you how to process that like the emotions. And plus like you're putting like American standards onto like immigrants, which isn't fair.
Yeah.
It's like you need to like be able to like view them through the lens of how they were raised and their standards, but you don't. And that's why you suffer.
That's right. Say it to the camera.
That's why you suffer. Right. But if you want the things that you claim you want, you have to meet them where they are.
Okay.
And so it's like you can say like I've done impressive work. Is it more like your idea of impressive? Is it more impressive than immigrating to the United States?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
The only way I could see it being like par for par is if I immigrated to China.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it would be a language
Muslim
that I'm
in China?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You don't understand. I had to avoid the camp both ways.
Yeah, that's balling so hard. Motherfuckers trying to find you.
I know, right? That's the only thing I could think of would be like relatively the same. It's just like moving to a country where the language is completely different, the culture is completely different. I don't understand anything.
But maybe like the only thing that could be relatively impressive to them is if you move to like Japan.
Okay.
Because it's like most people view Japan as a very highly developed society, or even maybe London or something like that.
Sure.
Because other countries have their flaws, like Germany, something like in their minds, in their Asian immigrant minds, that they
America's the promised land.
America is like the best. You know, that's why they want you to go to Harvard, because like you getting Harvard is as close maybe to them immigrating to the United States. Although I would argue immigrating to the United States, not knowing the language with no money, is way harder than getting to Harvard.
Oh, interesting.
Like, what do you think is harder?
Getting into Harvard.
Okay, so Harvard, like it's
very particular.
Yeah, it's a whole process, at least like 12 years of education, right?
Sure.
Well, I don't know, for like mainly like 4 real hard years in high school, because you can goof off throughout middle school because they don't count that shit on your transcript. Mm-hmm. But like it's 4 very, very difficult years in high school.
Okay.
Like you got to stand out above legacy kids, above people with money, mm-hmm. above athletes who get like scholarships. Like you have to be that impressive to Harvard, right?
Sure.
Whereas if you're an immigrant, you kind of just need a boat.
Well, that means if you come over illegally.
Yeah.
I get legally, it's hard, man.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
It's like with the lottery, like the visa lotteries and shit that they do.
Okay, so do you think an immigrant who gets picked in the immigrant lottery is more impressive than the?
To me, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To me, it
that's
is.
Saying. Even people,
whenever I met, like my old roommate was, he said that he won the mm-hmm. lottery in his, like in his village.
Yeah.
And I remember he told me like 4,000 people applied, mm-hmm. and he and his family, he was chosen, and then he could bring his family over. And it's just like, I can't imagine something like that.
Well, how many kids applied to your college?
I have no idea. They all got in though.
Right. But like you couldn't bring your family to college.
I mean, yeah,
how crazy
that would be. I'd be like, I paid for this, and they're with me. They're my chaperones, and so we're a unit.
It's like, hey, I got to rocket science school, so y'all get to go rocket science school. Y'all get a seat in the class with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're all gonna walk uphill together.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying, like that's where their standard is, in terms of like impressiveness. Because like you can do all the things that you do. It's like, hey, I got straight A's. It's like, okay, you're on your way.
Yeah, but to me, like Harvard is just part of the process,
right?
You know, whereas like
and
immigrating is like you leave everything,
right? But like for Asian American children, mm-hmm. like their bullshit is that it never is good enough for them. Like it's an ongoing process. Mm. Well, like immigrating to the U.S. is an ongoing process. You know, like every day they deal with challenges of that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get here, you have to find a job, you have to be able to find housing, and then you have a family, and you have to like be able to raise that family, and then you have these ungrateful children. You have to like deal with these ungrateful children. It's like, when do they achieve their American dream, as opposed to like when do you achieve your bullshit dream of having your parents like you?
Okay.
So I'm saying it's like you guys are unlovable. It's like you like look at the way you.
I don't know. Like to me, move. It's like you could also argue the point where it's like they're coming in with this notion that mm-hmm. doesn't. It's not fair because your environment is different. You know, mm-hmm. It's like the way that they think and what they want is very different than what we have been exposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff. And so,
that's
like, maybe, yeah, I get what you're saying, that their pride comes from their knowledge.
Right.
But also, I feel like there needs to be some understanding on the other side.
What side?
The parent side.
The parent side?
Yeah. Because it's like, it's wrong for them to assume that you are exactly the same as someone who has grown up and lived in Vietnam. Mm-hmm. You're not the same.
Right.
So I feel like some of the expectations.
I think a lot of parents are very understanding of that.
So I feel like expecting them to be a certain way. I still get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will agree with it.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like there's always levels to everything.
There is.
Yeah. But yeah, sure. Okay. They're unlovable.
Yeah, they're unlovable.
Let's just call it that.
You guys ain't
fucking
shit.
Unlovable.
Yeah, you guys ain't shit. Asian Americans ain't shit.
Yeah. It's like, what are most of you doing right now? Right. Living at home with them. So why is this a big deal? Just know that they love you through the fact that they're cutting up fruit with you, and then just leave.
No, I just think that love can, like, you grow up in America and you watch all these movies mm-hmm. and you read all these books and you get it in your head that love is unconditional, where it's not
Love is conditional.
Love is like God has conditions for love.
That's true.
He was very clear.
Very true.
10 things I love about you.
Listen,
wait, is that in Islam?
No, I don't know. The 10 Commandments? Yeah, the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, see, 10 things I love about you.
I will love you as much as you can. Just don't eat this apple.
Yeah.
Bro. Just don't eat it.
It's like,
yeah. So yeah, love is conditional.
Yeah. God placed conditions on your love, right? And even your parents put conditions on your love.
Why would you expect them to act any different than God?
Friends put conditions on your love, like don't talk shit about me behind my back, dog.
I think the love is unconditional for your child up to a certain age.
Up to a certain
age.
Yeah, it changes. Like the conditions can change, but the conditions are there.
Yeah.
Like, a mother's love it runs pretty deep, but like there are parents who don't love their kids.
Yeah.
All right. But I think Asian Americans need to get that idea out their heads that, they're supposed to love them no matter what. I think that's the stupidest thing.
Okay.
Because you don't love your parents no matter what.
Just operate on the level that no one loves you,
right.
And then just keep it moving. And then when you get it, it's a pleasant surprise.
Well, I think Asian Americans bitch because it's like the goalpost keeps moving. Like I crossed it and it keeps moving. It's like, then fucking keep moving.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You think life stops?
Yeah. A lot of people do.
Yeah,
a lot of people
stupid.
do. A lot of people do.
Yeah, crybabies.
So the end of this is that if your parents don't love you,
it's because of you.
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
But like, okay, I also want to get it through that it's not Asian people's personality to be incapable of expressing emotion.
Sure.
I think my dad, he was very expressive. And it's just, I don't like the idea that people are like, what? He said he loved you? It's like
before he had cancer?
Yeah. It's like my dad never says he loves me.
Yeah.
But it's like what, you think he's an ape or a robot? Like he doesn't know the words, like he can't say the words. He can. It's just he doesn't want to say it to you. Understand that. And it's not your fault, but also 100% your fault. And you can change the situation if you care to, right? But they don't. And that's the thing that bothers me. They don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Nguyen.
Just change your situation.
Change your situation. Yeah. Make your parents love you. Make them fall in love with you.
Yeah, be undeniable.
Yeah.
Be like water. I think that's what Bruce Lee was trying to tell you. Be water. Is that what's out? I don't know karate or kung fu.